Stats are in for April 2019, and looks like we're up 16%.
Nice.
Right? So right now, sales activity for the month of April, comparative to 2019 compared to 2018, we've had a rise of approximately 16%, which translates to about 9,000, roughly approximately 9,000 transactions that have happened through the month of April. Your thoughts?
Versus 7,744 for last year, which is actually a fantastic sign that the market is improving in terms of the activity versus how it was last year. I'm a little concerned, however.
Okay.
Great news for sellers if you're looking to list your property that there are buyers out there. I'm looking now towards the future because it's while the trend seems to be up. My concern is that it takes a little bit of the pressure off the government to make changes to the B20, which is actually the thing that's been impacting sales longer term. So,
yeah, we're talking from a mortgage standpoint. Yeah.
But all in all, the numbers look good. It means 9,000 units. We're a long way away from where we were last year, but still down from where we were 2 years ago or even 3 years ago when the market was at its peak. So we still have some, there's still some road to move, but the fact is that we've stopped the downward trajectory, which is the fear for many homeowners that we're looking to come to market, that the property wouldn't sell or the prices will be down. In fact, the other good news about this in this report is that prices were up or stable. It's only about 1% year over year, but it's still an increase.
Yeah. So, I mean, when we think about where we are today compared to where we were back in 2017 and 2016, when we had markets moving, things were selling pretty quickly. We were at that point in time, if we looked at 2016 over 2017, we said we were down roughly about 35%, right? So with that number, and today we're saying we're back 16%. I mean, I guess at the end we're really only about 50% of the way there, right? Compared to where we were when things were really moving and grooving. So it really is, I guess, a little bit of a bittersweet in regards to this market update if you really break it down.
Well, I like the fact that we're going in we're moving upwards. That's in the right direction. So that's fantastic news. Like I said, for those that are selling, those that are coming to market, other realtors in the industry, brokers like ourselves, in terms of business activity. So that's a positive. That's positive. The main thrust long term is how do we go about impacting those changes that the government actually imposed to limit the to cause the huge decline in the market. How does that situation change now? From a government standpoint, does it mean that there's if the trend is up, does it mean that they don't really have any impetus or any real reason to make any changes? And that's really my concern. These numbers are great, but my concern is just more for the policy side of it, which we really can't control. It's just I got to look towards the future to see how that trend is gonna how the starting of this trend is gonna continue to build and gain legs and gain traction to help homeowners in the future.
Yeah. So I guess by breaking that down a little bit, what we're saying then would be, if the markets continue to trend upwards, would the government essentially make any further changes come October or into the near future if the markets are now, I guess, quote unquote, rebounding, right? And from a mortgage perspective, in terms of peeling back some of those changes or scaling back some of those changes that have come into place, that pressure wouldn't be there, and that's really from when we are a mortgage hat, that would be our concern. So from our perspective, keeping you informed, Clyde Bryant,
Roger Grubb.
have a great day.